What's going on, guys? Jack here, and today I got some exciting news about my Redbubble shops and what I'm doing, my plans for Redbubble, and I want to share that news with you guys, so stay tuned if you want to hear all about it, and let's get right into the video. But before we get into the good content, if you could please think about smashing the like button, that would mean a lot to me. And what I want to talk about today pretty much is that I have recently opened my first niche shop, and not only on Redbubble have I opened the shop, I also made a second shop on Etsy, and I'm going to be using this niche shop to test out how effective it can be to use a niche shop, especially with these platforms like Etsy and Redbubble, where someone can look at one of your listings, go to your shop, and see all of your other designs, where on Merch by Amazon or some other marketplaces you can't quite do that, like Teespring. So the effectiveness of this could be very high, because most people, when they come to one of my designs on my general shops, they come to it, they look at it, and if they don't like it, they just go away, right? They wouldn't go to my shop because it's not really a niche shop. And even if they do go to my shop on Redbubble or on Etsy, they're not going to see any really similar designs right away. But having a niche shop, which I'm doing now, is very effective, I believe, because it's going to basically make people want to buy from me rather than the competition on the similar designs. I'm going to have more options for them in the niche that I'm in, because I can specialize in the niche that I'm in. And my first shop is going to be basically what I'm doing is I have sellers on Redbubble in my general shop and on Etsy on my general shop for Etsy. And those sellers, I have a few that I really like designing for. So what I'm doing is basically I'm taking the best sellers and I'm running with them, and I'm going into that niche that those are in, a little bit broader of a niche. So pretty much I'm opening up the niche that those designs are in. I'm not going to tell you guys which niche it is, and then I'm going to make sure I include those types of designs that are selling really well in my niche shop, but also I'm going to broaden out a bit inside that niche. So I'm going to have a niche shop where someone can come and look at my designs, and they're going to be able to click on my shop and see a bunch of other designs that really appeal to that audience, the people who are looking at this niche. All the designs in my shop are going to appeal to them and have a much higher conversion rate, where on my general shop, someone sees one design and they're not really that inclined to go to my shop, and if they do go to my shop, they're not going to look at it and see much designs that they are really interested in or that are targeting them. So the reason for this video today too is I want to cover a bit about general and niche shops, although I am still dipping my toes in the water for niche shops, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on how they go. I do want to make even more niche shops going forward, because I think the power of niche shops is quite underrated, especially on Redbubble and Etsy. You can make niche shops a lot more effective, especially with the number of designs you have, because you're targeting an audience, and once you grab a few people from that audience and they come to your shop and they see that, wow, there's a lot of stuff that I also like over here that isn't just this one design, they're going to start favoriting and buying other things, and Redbubble is then going to push your shop out for the keywords that it's niched in, and you're going to have even more listings, more chances to make sales, because you're really dominating a keyword, or you're getting a lot of listings in that keyword from your shop. And I think that's really effective. So what I want to talk about is how you can kind of start out on a general shop and move to a niche shop. And I'm going to be talking about what I'm doing and what I did to get to where I am, because I think a lot of people start on print on demand and they think I have to do a general shop or I have to do a niche shop. And I want to tell you guys what you can do if you're just getting started, and what you should do if you basically have had your toes in the sand for a little while on print on demand. Alright, so right now I want to show you guys what I mean by the power of a niche shop. Is pretty much, if you have a niche shop and you are like a niche on music or something like that, say you were ranking in the first page here for Music Lover, which is a huge niche and very high competition, a lot of results, but say you were ranking in the first page for this. If you then clicked on someone's design that is very music based, and you clicked on it and you liked their design, and say you went to their shop, let's go to this person's shop, and they were a music based shop, there's going to be a good chance that they don't even have that many designs, 1,300. But the shop, when you go there, say I'm just a music lover, there's a not really good chance I'm going to love Alice in Wonderland, right? There's a pretty small chance that I like Alice in Wonderland and I come from music, or I'm really obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. So this person's shop, although they do have collections, and they're really broad, right? They're a general shop. So this is okay. A general shop can still make a lot of money and have a lot of favorites. Let's go check. 88,000 favorites, so they can still make a lot of money, yes. But if this was a niche shop just on music, then every time they rank for the first keyword of like guitar or music lover, they're gonna basically get more people to their shop, more people and more people to their shop that are gonna come and be able to see their designs all about music, right? And if someone's already into music and they're searching at music and they come to your shop and they see even more designs that they like all about music, you're gonna have higher conversion rates. This person would even have crazier sales, because if they were only music, they would have tons and tons of designs for the people coming from this huge keyword that is listed. Their music lover keyword that they're ranking for is 70,000 results, and they're on the pretty much first slot. So imagine they had just music stuff here, or imagine your niche shop ranks on the first page of some kind of big keyword, and you can take opportunity of that because they come to your shop and they'll be interested in all your designs. Whereas someone like me, I'm just interested in music, and I come to the shop and I see Alice in Wonderland, I see donuts, right? There's a very broad search here. So even though I do have a general shop right now, I also have a niche shop now, and I think the niche shop is going to be able to basically take an opportunity of Redbubble and Etsy having an actual shop to the next level, because categories can help on shops, so they could have funny and cute. So if I'm interested in funny and cute stuff, nature, guitar, and city skyline, that's obviously the design I clicked on. You can click on collections and you can go to find more about what you like. However, this isn't as effective as if you have a niche shop, because if you have a niche shop, then like I said, all of your designs are going to be tailored to the audience that is coming to your shop, and you're going to have way higher conversion rates. And the more conversion rates you have and the more sales you have, the more Redbubble is going to push your designs to the top of the search pages, and basically the more eyes that you're going to get on your listings. One thing I also want to mention is I do believe that everyone should have a general shop, especially for getting started. I think you can really make a general shop work, and you can also test out new niches on the general shop, see what's working. You can test out potential niche shops that you want to go into by testing them out on a general shop, see if they make sales, see if they get visits, and see how the competition is. So I do highly encourage someone to make a general shop first, because I do believe that's the best way to test things out. But if you're passionate about a niche that is, not too competitive, or you think you can actually get some nice designs up, some people to your listings, then I would highly recommend also going with the passionate niche, because I think that can be very effective. Because I have found in my designs that the designs that sell a lot are the things I kind of know something more about, less trendy, and the more evergreen things that I know about. So say I actually have interest in that thing in real life, or I know someone who is interested in it, like a profession or something like that, I'm more likely to make sales because I understand what the audience is like. I have people that are basically the audience living near me, or I know them, and I can kind of ask them, would this be something you'd buy? Do you like this? Is this funny? Or, what don't you like about this design? And I think that's also very effective too. So keep those things in mind when you're thinking about niche shops and general shops. I just like covering this topic because it's something that I'm still learning a lot about, and I want to share my experience with you guys. So I headed over to Etsy now, and I looked up the keyword music lover, and obviously I didn't put shirt with it, but a shirt did come up, and it's a funny music lover shirt, and when I click on it, although it's an ad, I don't really want to click on it. So when I go down here, and let's click on one of these, like a lyric shirt. So this is a music lover shirt. This person has 10,000 sales, right? And obviously I don't think they are a niche shop. They are just selling t-shirts, and they're doing really, really well. But you need to remember this, niche shops and general shops, they both have their advantages. And especially on Etsy, I think a general shop is definitely very important because you can test out so many niches, and Etsy's really easy to rank organically and get people to your listings because they have so many people coming to their platform, and there's really not as much competition over on Etsy compared to Redbubble. So I do think a general shop on Etsy is very, very, very good, and you can get people to your listings very easily. You don't have to pay for ads, you just have to pay a listing fee, and I think the competition is much less fierce over there, and the traffic is a lot higher. However, there is also the same advantages on Etsy than there is on Redbubble of having a niche shop, is that if someone comes to your shop and they're a music lover, like I'm a music lover, I come to this shop and there's not that many things, right? But one thing these people have done correctly is they have a music section, so I can go to the music category, and it's kind of like a niche shop in itself. They don't have too many categories, so it's not too all over the place, but they do have designs like music lover t-shirt. They're ranking for that. So they've taken advantage of that and they've seen that that's working, and instead of creating a niche shop, what they did was just created a separate category with some cool designs, and I think that's equally as effective. So if you don't want to make a niche shop and you don't want to go through all that trouble, something you can do even on Redbubble and on Etsy is make a separate category for the things that are selling. So instead of making a separate niche shop for the things that are selling, test it out with a category. If you have categories, that's also going to increase your sales on your general shops, because when you have categories for the things that are selling, it's like a mini niche shop. Someone can go to your shop from a design that's ranking pretty high in the searches, and they can see more types of designs like it that would have the same audience, and that's going to create higher conversion rates, more sales, and more sales lead to more sales. It's like a snowball effect. So definitely something I would also recommend doing highly if you're not wanting to make a niche shop in itself. Just add some categories to the things that are selling, and maybe take away some of those categories that aren't doing so hot. So yeah, I just wanted to cover that today about niche shops and general shops. As I'm opening my first niche shop, things are pretty much looking a bit more, full for me. I'm being able to see the full picture of the advantages of both, and I really am excited to see the results of my niche shop. I'm really excited to actually make designs for my niche shop, even though I do have some from my general shop that I'm pretty much just going to be transferring over that are already selling. I want to basically expand this shop and make it very catered to a specific audience. As I said, categories are an excellent way to also cater to an audience without having to create a new shop, and I think that's also a great option if you don't want to create a whole new shop. But I am someone who likes to test things for myself, so I'm going to be testing my own niche shop and seeing how it goes on both platforms. It doesn't really take that much effort to open a niche shop, especially when I already have designs in the niche that I'm opening it for, so I can then create more designs in the niche, add to it, and it's kind of a fun process to test things out for yourself. So I'm going to try to get to about 100 designs on this shop in the next few days, the next week. It shouldn't be that difficult since I already have about 20 to 30 designs for the niche shop, and the designs that I have in mind are going to be pretty easy to make, and I have a good idea of what I want to do already for the types of designs in my niche. So yeah, that's the update for me opening my niche shop. I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you guys get inspired to maybe change what you're doing in your print-on-demand business. Maybe try some new things out, open a shop, add some collections that are in line with your best sellers. That's always a good thing to do. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it to this point in the video, comment down below niches, right? And thank you guys so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the video. It's been your friend Jack. Keep striving, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.